Hey everyone, I'm Brad Nelson.
And I'm Todd Anderson.
And you're watching the Versus series at StarCityGames.com. All right, well, a lot of you at home that watch the Versus series know that I'm finally back in town, but Todd, I'm here.
Dude, I haven't played against you in months.
The last time I played with you, I became bedridden with piriformis syndrome, and I blame you.
Look, I didn't crawl up your back and snip pieces of your spine. I don't know.
No, but I'm finally back. Good health, good spirits, and I've got some Modern to play, I guess. I haven't really been in the Modern Gauntlet that much lately. I was the standard player at PT25, and for the most part, I try to avoid Modern as much as possible.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. I try to avoid playing standard as much as possible, especially in the last couple of years. It's been a little rough.
Yeah, there was a set that will stay nameless that is about to rotate. That is it. Yeah. And it's kind of ruined standard.
That's fine. We got Modern. We got Legacy.
We do. And I'm hoping that this deck brings me back to loving Modern because I am playing one, maybe two Modern events coming up here. Baltimore's not that far away.
No, it's not. And there's a Team Unified Modern event in Detroit coming up soon as well. I might fly out to that one. That one sounds like fun.
Well, I'll be driving, so you can drive with me if you want to.
So far.
It's like 10 hours. We've driven that before. But I don't know. I might not even be playing in that because my two teammates, I did let them down at the Pro Tour.
Yeah.
They both did phenomenally, and I kept us held back. But I'll be playing with Seth Manfield and Brian Brown-Dewin at GP Detroit, trying to keep Seth in the lead for Player of the Year. It's not easy when all the other people have pro points at GPs to gain, and he's locked with threes or more.
Yeah, he has the top 8 to gain anything. That's
we will.
Yeah.
I think we will, and I think this deck might be the way to do it.
All right, so what are you playing today? What's the big news?
I am playing Hardened Scales Affinity. It is a deck that has shown up on Magic Online a lot. I know, and I didn't believe in it either. But during testing for Pro Tour 25, Brian Brown-Dewin played this deck in 2 leagues and went 5-0 in both of them.
Nice.
And we stopped playing with it. That's logic.
That sounds smart.
Well, it has its great draws and it has its awkward draws.
Yeah, but just 10 matches in a row, you won. So
that is true.
Clearly your draws were good.
He did, and I'm excited to try it because 3 copies of this were in the top 8 of the Mox playoff this past, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, humans won, but...
Yes!
Yeah, but this deck did make it. So we're going to be putting this through a gauntlet all week long now on the SSG Versus series. And I'm going to be trying my best to play this deck well. It is explosive. It is awkward. There's a lot of math. There's a lot of decisions to be made. And a lot of it is how explosive your hand is while being on the board. So I might have to, do a lot of math during the games, but or I'll just do it wrong and just throw things at you and people will correct us in the
That's fine.
comments.
Dude, I can only imagine how hard it is to do the math of Hardened Scales plus Arcbound Ravager. That seems difficult. At the very least.
It just goes from 1 to 2.
Yeah, but if you have 2 Ravagers, you sack 1 to 1 and it gets 3 count. I don't know.
Think about Arcbound Worker. 2 counters into 3 counters into it gets crazy. But anyway, let's start. What do we do? How do you still do the?
Well, I didn't even talk about what I'm playing.
Oh, I don't care what you're
playing. Jim Davis's Humans deck. It's just pretty good. It's just pretty good.
I mean, no matter what in this format, we keep thinking that we can keep this deck down, but it does stay consistently one of the best decks.
Actually, I'm not 100%. This is Jim Davis's version. I don't remember him having a hostage taker, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's also a Campbell in there.
I'm pretty sure that this is the Mox winning list.
Oh, sure. That makes more sense.
But I'm just guessing. I forgot.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get going. What do you want to do? 7-Eleven, poker hand?
We'll just
do a high roll?
Just do high roll.
A high roll?
Classic. A true classic. Well, rats.
Yeah.
7-Eleven game. Last week, I won almost every single die roll, I think. Just for those of you at home, we are going to be playing all 3 games of the match because I'm probably going to get destroyed.
Well, I'm going to start with the namesake. Your turn.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Well, in this situation, we can go noble into champion and a 2-drop, or we can just go champion into champion noble. And I think that is more important here just to get some pressure on the battlefield. So we're going to name human and play champion and say go.
All right. I'd like to put a walking ballista on the stack.
Good God.
Yeah, I mean, let's just go.
Whoa. I'm just dead.
Oh, you're not going to like the next turn.
Okay, name humans again. All my creatures have 1 toughness, Brad.
That's not good.
I guess I should go champion into noble hierarch and force you to use the other counter.
Oh no, I'm going to put a lot more on it next turn. All right. Let's play a worker. I'll take a pain down to 19. Let's play a ravager. And I will attack you.
Oh, no blocks. Okay. I guess I shouldn't block because I got to force you to use the counter.
I'm going to sack this to ravager, modular
so
onto this up to 4. This goes to 4. And then you're at what life total?
20.
I don't have lethal.
You're right. You can only deal me 18. I didn't realize you could deal me 18 until just now. This is terrifying.
Yeah, you can take
9.
You can take 9.
I'm at 11.
Go. Or actually, I should. I'm just going to kill that before your turn.
Smart.
Results. Okay.
Go. I probably should have blocked with Noble Hierarch last turn.
Take another pain. 18. Play a Ravager.
Do you have Jamoka's command in your deck?
No.
That would be so good.
But you are.
Yeah, I'm dead.
You are dead.
You don't have to attack.
Some versions of this deck used to play Jamoka's command. They also played Nissa, but this version is carrying more towards the hostile blue-white and combo metagame.
Fair enough.
Well, Todd, it seems like you got a lot of cards over there.
Yeah, Affinity decks in general are a pretty tough matchup for humans, so I am not surprised to see this list have quite a few cards coming in. We have 9 total. Cards like Kitesail, Freebooter, and Thalia aren't great at disrupting the Affinity deck. I think Meddling Mage is okay because they can just name Arcbound Ravager or something like that and hopefully slow you down, since Ravager is one of the most busted cards with Hardened scales. We're going to be bringing a whole lot of stuff here. 2 Rex Sages, obviously great. Staticaster might not be as good as I think it is in this version, but it still takes care of things like Steel Overseer if I can get it down quickly. Kataki, obviously an all-star here. Reflector Mage, Hostage Taker, just a little more interaction, and then 1 Dismember, 1 Gutshot as my colorless ways to interact. This matchup isn't really about card advantage, but we want a couple copies of Militia Bugler to help find some of these cards. So we're going to be cutting these 7 and these 2 Buglers.
It almost seems like you have to have a couple Militia Buglers.
I think so. I mean, I could leave in 2 more Buglers and cut something else like a Phantasmal Image, but I think I just want to find double ups for a lot of these cards, so I think agree. Image is better than Bugler.
Oh, for sure. Plus, I'm not going to be targeting you that much.
Why are you cutting these things?
Oh, because Brian Brown Doohan told me to.
Man, what's it like to have like Platinum Pro friends going to Worlds? Oh wait, I have 2 of those.
Yeah. It's like, I guess we're not friends.
All right, we're here for game 2. I'm on the play with a fairly good opener. My hand feels pretty good, and I hope that it's good enough to get the job done.
I've got a weaker one, but I do think it's worth keeping, so.
All right, start with the Seachrome Coast and Champion. He can't ballista me now. Not yet.
I did not want to draw that.
If you play Hardened Scales on turn 1 again.
I'm not going to play Hardened Scales on turn 1 again. All right. Go.
Like classic 2003 Affinity start. Creature land plus. All right. Let's go Name human. I'm gonna Meddling Mage, and I think I just want to name Arcbound Ravager, but it might be better to actually name Steel Overseer because we don't have a great way yet to interact, and Ravager is not that daunting without a Hardened scale, so I think I'm actually gonna name Steel Overseer.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack for 2.
18.
Your turn. High production value here.
This is
the same production value as the Pro Tour though, so that's fine. Oh, you didn't think my joke was funny?
Oh, I was too lost in my game.
Did I get you?
I can't answer that yet. That would be giving away information.
Yeah, I'm not gonna block. So if you want to Pendlehaven, go ahead. If you want to just attack for 1, go ahead.
Just gonna attack for 1.
Yeah, 19. That's a gooler.
Go.
All right, so you sack Proliferate, so you could sack this and have 2 2/2s, right?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I know exactly how it works. And Proliferate's not every card; it's just the ones you choose, right?
Yes, I can choose anything. I can choose your vials.
My vials. All right, we'll do Noble Hierarch. This. So you can also sack this
to make it a
target
3/3.
This 3, but this will be a 4 if I attack.
Just on its own.
So I think I want to save this. All right, hit you for 4.
14.
All right. Pass.
All right. Animate?
Yep. Quick maths. Is that a 2-turn clock or a 3-turn clock?
So if it's just
pump it
2
and then you proliferate, but you put a counter on it first and then proliferate, so it'd be a 2 and then a 3 and then a 4. But then it would shrink back down to a 3 in a turn.
It'd be a 2 and 3 and a 4. No, it would be a 3 and then
+1 from the Pendlehaven, right?
4, 5, 6. It's not
quite.
So I can attack for 4 and then it's going to be 3 and then 4, 5, 6. No, that's a 2-turn clock.
No, because you can't do this again.
I don't need to.
Oh, but it proliferates my poison. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think you just go for the 2-turn kill unless
you have a
better plan.
All right, I'm gonna Pendlehaven first. I'm going to sack this, trigger on the stack, put a counter here, proliferate.
Yep.
I'm going to play this, and attack for 4.
That's 3.
No, because I Pendlehaven.
Yeah. Oh, duh. I'm stupid. Yeah.
Okay, so you have 4 infect.
4 poison.
Man, he's been gone for so long. All right, and that's my turn. Do I gotcha?
No, I got a flyer.
That sucks.
I also can hostage taker your Throne of Geth or your Arcbound Worker. Probably the Worker. Trying to figure out if I don't know what all is in the deck, so I don't know if you have some weird sacrifice outlet. I die if I hostage taker. But if I play Manus Rider, I just have a blocker. I think I just want to hostage take. Or how much? So I'm at 4. It's 3. plus another 4. So you have to pump it with +2. So a Ravager would kill me, right? Because you go play Ravager, sack this, activate, sack. So if I Hydro-Taker, I'm dead to Ravager. Manus Rider, I'm chump blocking, and that's not great. Alright, I'm going to target this.
Alright, resolves.
Alright, and then I'll hit you for 6.
Yep, I'm at 8.
Yeah, go.
Alright, I'm going to sack Horizon Canopy. Oh, wait, I have to respond to that.
Yeah, that's
sack
fine.
the Horizon Canopy. Wait, does that do it?
I have no idea.
Oh, it does.
Let's see it.
Alright. Hardened Scales, animate, sack.
Yeah, so I get
Proliferate.
1 proliferate up to 5, and then it gets 2 counters.
Yeah, and then text kills you.
Yeah, dead.
Wow.
Throwing again is tight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could have played the safer route.
I'm going to give you this, too. There you go.
Why?
Proliferate.
I could have played this and been safer, but I think I'm in a bad spot. Like, if I do this, and then the next turn I get the Mantis Rider. You don't get the block. The Mantis Rider can hit and block if you have a chump blocker, which I think is right. I don't know. I do die to Hardened Scales and Ravager there, so I think maybe I should have thought about it a little more. I only thought it was Ravager. I forgot Hardened Scales would do it too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're here for game 3, and my hand is not the greatest, but it does have an Ether Vial, some stuff to do, and 2 Horizon Canopies to cycle. So I think I'm going to keep it and hope I draw into some of my sideboard cards.
My hand is not good.
Okay, your turn.
Just kidding. Go.
That's not that scary, you know.
Well,
like, it's good.
You just wait.
Yeah, I mean, if you go Hardened Scales, 10 me next turn or whatever, yeah, that's not great. But
oh, I need the Hardened Scales? I don't have that.
All right, let's go Ziggurat, Thaw's Lieutenant, trigger on the stack, play a Champion of the Parish, so they both get a counter.
Yeah.
And say go.
You'd rather have 2 2/2s than...
I think so.
Because
Because they're both going to be about even in size, and I think having both be big is better than having one be slightly bigger. Especially if I have a Vial out, I might be able to double creature next turn and get a couple of 4/4s. Still very unfamiliar with this matchup. Just want to make sure that's clear. Did not know I had Throne of Geth. That card destroyed me. Looked really, really good.
All right.
Yep. Sure. It's pretty good. I don't think I should block, so I'm not gonna. He's probably gonna proliferate.
Yeah, I think I should.
1 card in hand, yeah. Sack Throne of Geth.
No.
I think it's Citadel. It might actually be this. I don't have a lot of things to destroy.
Well,
but
I think
if
it's
gang
this.
block in combat, you know.
I think it's this because you can attack this with an artifact removal and maybe keep me on no mana for the rest of the game.
I'm just gonna target these. They're just getting too big.
That's true. All right. Well, I'm going to do that.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you already have green, so it's better to sack Opal than Citadel, I think, just in case you draw another one. So I take 3. I'm at 17 in life.
Yep.
You're still at 20. All right, let's bump this up. All right, I'm going to take 1, go to 16. Play this. So I can, if I attack with all 3, he can sack either these 2 to make this bigger, to eat something, but that means he has less things for this. And I am okay, I think, with him sacking the Ravager. But I don't think he'll do that because then he could just get destroyed. So basically, it's like, do I want to trade these for 2 artifacts? And with a Throne of Geth out, I think I do. He also has to be, like, marginally afraid of this, but not really. Like, I could have a second Lieutenant or a Phantasmal Image to really mess up his combat. Because if I attack with this and he blocks and sacks 2 artifacts, and then I have a Thaw's Lieutenant. He has to sack the Ravager to save it, and I think that he probably would do that. So maybe he just won't block. Let's see. Attack with everything.
Well, I have to block.
So I'm at 16. Sorry.
Yeah, you're at 60. Oh, you took a pain.
Mm-hmm.
You're at 16.
All right. So him blocking is also fine for me. He's pretty low on resources, and he's going to have a lot of power if he wants it next turn anyway. So this is kind of just forcing him to start sacrificing a lot of his resources and making his Throne of Geth worse. Again, I'm perfectly fine if he sacks a Ravager to a Ravager. So.
Yeah, I do not want to do that.
Right.
But if I sack these... I'm nervous of what that might be. If there is something there. Because I feel like there has to be something there. You wouldn't just throw it out there.
I mean, I think that's the test, right? Like, if I have a 2, like, if it's just a meddling mage, you have to either sack all 3 of these to keep your creature alive, or start by sacking these 2, Violin, meddling mage, and then you also have to sack this. Or you have to sack this.
Well, it could be a lieutenant, too, right?
Yeah, but if it's lieutenant, you have to sack this. If it's a phantasmal image, you have to sack this.
No, Phantasmal Containment. Yeah, I have to sack that.
So I think, honestly, your smartest play is either no block or this, because it's really dangerous. But if I don't have it, then just sacking these 2, I think, is right. Or maybe
it's tough with this card.
Sure. I don't know what the card in your hand is, so that's fair.
It's tough with that exact card. Because I can try to get greedy. Alright, whatever. Blocking the lieutenant and sacking both of these.
It works.
Ooh. All right.
You take 6, you're at 14.
My turn. Okay.
Rats. There's nothing I can do about that. If I had a 2, it would have put me in a much better spot. But I think the attack is correct there because there's a chance he just doesn't block. Mm-hmm. And I can't just sit back on some 3/3s. Let's see, that's 7. So you can sack this, and it'll be 11.
A 5 and a 6.
And then you sack, it'll add... It only has 1 extra counter, so it'll only be 12, so no blocks.
No, it adds... Yeah.
It's only 1 additional, so yeah. Actually, no, it's 2 additional because you get 1 for sacking it. And then... Or you get 2 for sacking it, and then... I
get modular... 4 for this, yeah, so it's 5 and 6. If I sack this, it's 5 and 6.
So it's 11. So it's 15.
Is it 15?
I think it's 15. I'm just going to make sure. You sack that. It's 2 counters each, so it's 11. And then...
Oh, no. Here,
it's 12, 13, and then...
It's this and then this.
Yeah.
And then... So this will go up to 5. And this will go up to 6.
Yeah.
And then when I sack...
to 8.
When I sack this up to 8,
and
plus
then
6.
Plus 7.
Plus
or plus
6.
6. It's 4. So 8 plus 6 is 14. And I'm at 6.
Well, that's not lethal.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So I think you just Throne of Geth hit me for 11.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yep. All right. So I go down to 5.
Go. I wonder if I should have just not done it and then just only responded with Throne of Geth for your Aether Vial.
I mean, I would just not have put a counter on it.
No, but if you put a third counter on it, then if you activate it to put something into play.
Then I get a hostage taker.
That's true. That would be a good.
All right, so I can... Let's see, you're at 14. So if I Mantis Rider you here, that hits you for 6 plus 4 is 10. Puts you to 4, and then I can't... Oh, no, I can kill if you don't have a blocker if I just chump.
Yep.
I can Bugler, try to find a 2-drop, and then chump block with Bugler 2-drop. I like that play a little better, because that keeps my Mantis Rider and Champion around. All right, so let's do this. So top 4.
When you sacked the Horizon Canopy, did you have Bugler or Mantis Rider?
I had Mana Strider, but I had this, so I want. So
Okay, yeah.
I had
You had
enough mana.
nothing
I
else,
drew this
okay.
off the canopy.
Okay.
All right, so I can take Meddling Mage or Noble. Meddling Mage is probably better. But what do I name? Probably Walking Ballista. All right, human. I'll name Walking Ballista just because that's the thing that straight kills me next turn.
Take 8.
I'm definitely attacking with this. There's a chance I don't want to attack with Champion because if you have Ballista, I just die. But that seems cowardly.
If I have
you're at
land
14.
ballista, yeah, you have to attack with both.
Yeah, I think, yeah, this might be a losing attack, but actually I could just block with this, depending on what you do. So, all right. So, how much did you take?
Yeah.
8. Put you at 6.
I don't like it.
So I got 2 cards in hand, 1 land. So if his hand's like another mana source and something else, I think I'm actually just gonna kill him.
I do too.
Sorry, let me do the WotC special. All right, so if I block with both of these, and he plays a blocker for this.
Wait, I need to play this and attack you.
What is that? I don't even know what that does. When it dies, it puts a counter on something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think I just need to bank on my 2 Mana Strider, so I'll just jump.
The 2 Mana Striders are going to work.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
But I just want, if you didn't play that pre-combat, there's a chance that I don't block that way, just because I don't want to die to Ballista. So I think...
But I can't play around the second Mana Strider, and I thought that I wanted to move these over here and have 2 lethal threats at all times. Or I'm going to get... You could just block like that and then get chump block, and like you could double here, and it just felt better to have 2 bigger threats.
That's fair.
Than just 1, and then chump block.
I did have the second Mana Strider.
Yeah.
Just to show you.
All right, well, the match was 2-1, but I honestly felt like I could have won that last game if I knew the deck a little bit better. But that's why we're here. We're learning.
I mean, you were at 20 life with my first attack for 9, right? My attack, I think, was pretty aggressive, but I think the 3 damage was good that I got in, and I made you sacrifice 2 artifacts. I put you in a spot where if you don't block, you might get overwhelmed on the next turn, because I get a vial ticking up to 3. I might be putting in a 2-drop off the vial that turn.
I could have played that other turn differently. I could have had the 3 Ravager on defense and the 2 attacking.
That's fair.
And then if I do that,
well, no, you had just played the 1. And
I play Ravager first, sack the Opal, then play the Throne of Geth and attack. It would have worked.
Sure.
And if I did that, if you double block, then sure, I just expose. I go down to 1 Ravager, but I get both of your creatures.
Dealing 1 less damage there just seems bad, though. I don't know. That's not a play a lot of people would even think about, let alone make. So, I mean, I think that there is very real consequences to attacking with a smaller creature.
Yeah.
And that's not something you see a lot. But, I mean, I also had 4 power back on defense. So if you only attack with a 2/2, I can block and make you sacrifice 2
if you double block,
artifacts.
I was going to have to block the Ravagers together anyway. It was the next turn that made me think differently. Anyway, it's a complicated deck, but it looked good for that first video.
Yeah, it looked great. I mean, my draw in game 3 wasn't particularly... I mean, it was good. Like, I had the vial, I had something to do like every turn.
It was the aggressive
yeah, it was the aggressive draw, but not the interactive draw. Yep. And I think that in a lot of the time in this matchup, if you have the aggressive draw and not the interactive draw, you'll just lose because your deck is just faster. But luckily, Mana Strider was able to just kind of steal it out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't draw any of the cards that can really punish that. Like, think about like if I drew Hangerback Walker on that last turn, I just turned one of my Ravagers into
like 7 tokens or whatever.
Yeah, it would just been absurd. Like the deck has a lot of awesome draws. I'm pretty excited to play for the rest of the week. But please stay tuned for the next 5 days. We're going to be playing this Hardened Stales deck against the Gauntlet. Todd is gracious enough to be playing all of the boring decks while I get to play the fun
Jack of all
decks.
trade, master of none. Except Teamer. I'm pretty good at Teamer. I don't really think that's it. Anywho,
Lover of Teamer.
Yeah.
Lover of one.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching the Verse Series plus StarCityGames.com. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. I'll be playing, I think, Blue-White Control against you. I think it's going to be one of the tougher matchups. So if you're a fan of this new Blue-White Control deck that's been very popular on Magic Online as well as on the Star City Games or the SCG Tour, I think you're going to enjoy it. It's better than Jeskai, I think.
I'm not getting into all those debates on the website.
That was a bait.
I'm stepping back from that one.
All right. Well, it's 1-0 in favor.
They're both bad.
It's 1-0 in favor of Hardened Scaled Affinity. Let's see if it can 5-0 the week.